Hello and welcome, my fellow mech warriors. This is your host, War On Mech. For this, we're gonna mix some things up. We're going to actually help a
new mech warrior, and what we're gonna do today is
get his game correct and kind of show him the ropes and kind of get him situated. So we'll have somebody joining our stream this time. I have the invite code, so I'm gonna hit co-op.
Well, of course, for new people, I'm showing you how to do invite codes and get invited and get this started.
Here, join
live.
Gotta add
Streaming
a contact.
MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries MW5 Beginner's Guide.
That's just my bot I've set up so they can moderate. Thank goodness it's gotten rid of all the bad bots earlier videos because of that. As always, there will be a video jumper down below along with a host link. Well, we got the contact. Now
What I meant to say was a playlist link. Of course, this is going to be the first episode, but it will be a part of a playlist. There will also be a merch link and a the video summary that will allow you to jump back and forth during the video. The video skipper allows you to kind of get into the action or watch what you particularly like. So I always try to set that up. You know, it takes some time, but it's worth doing it for all the fans.
All right. He's in his thing. Let's check our battle mechs. We got a javelin, and he's got that.
I do believe our new mech pilot is going to be
First of all, don't need all
on my
these.
Bluetooth, so you won't hear him at first. You might hear him later on in the episode.
All right, that'll give us a ton right from there. Armor. Hey. Hey, how's it going? I'm working on the javelin right now. Let's see here. That should be enough armor for what it needs to do. 1919, 2020. What you're gonna want to do is because we're starting out with you, you definitely want to go to easy. So I can't change your options, but that's pretty much all you'll do is put that on easy.
Of course, I recommend that for all beginners for their basics.
Alright, LRMs are terrible. Your ammo, they always put your ammo in like the worst possible spot. Because that, when it blows up, it kills everything. Let's see here. Oh, do we not, do you have the Karin Sky DLC or no? It's okay if not. The Krinsky. Okay. Well, when you get Shadow Karinsky, you get SRM6 Infernos, and they are broken, so. Let's see. Yeah. You don't have any ammo for an SRM6. And I can't go to the market to buy for you, I don't think. Yeah, it'll lose the changes. Yeah. SRM ammo will fix the problem with the Centurion. Because right now your Centurion's running a long-range missile, which is okay, but it's not pushing it to its limit. It's just putting it to its safe limit, which is not what you want. You want as much damage as you can get when you're first starting out.
Fun fact, you can overheat mechs with missile spam when you have Infernos.
So, what mission were you on? Let's see. Attack mercenary base and steal supplies. I think you're on mission number 3, where, yeah, you only need so many. That's good for now. We don't want to use too much, you know. Gotta load out. It's even under tonnage, somehow. Alright, we are gonna... Yeah, your Centurion's under tonnage. I think it's because you're using a heavy rifle. So, heavy rifles are good, but they fire slow, so it's also another reason I kind of avoid them. Like, I use them, just not often. Let's see. 2 SRM ammos. Like, for instance, the AC-10 is actually pretty useful as is over the heavy burst. Because if I look at this heavy, let's see, it does like 21 damage, right? So it's like having an AC-20 on, but it fires at a rate of 6 rounds in a minute. So that's like 1 round every 10 seconds. And when you're fighting, you want more than that. You want damage to roll out as much as you can. Truthfully, what I end up going with it at its base, an AC-10 is going to do the job that it needs to do. At that weight, though, it's pushing it over, which is fine because I can just go up here and lower the head armor. So what I'm doing is I'm lowering the head armor to at least 15 at first, and then I'm lowering the back armor down to 12 for the torsos. So usually what happens is your torso, if it goes out, your arms go as well. So you don't want nothing to do with that. Let's go ahead and beef these up to 36. Your legs, you want them as armored as you can get them, because that's where you're going to put all your ammo. That's extremely important to know. The most basic of basics is knowing to keep moving. Whatever you do, don't kind of settle down for too long, because a sitting target is a dead target. Let's see here. We don't want a lot of armor in the back of your central torso. If your central torso goes, so does the rest of your mech. Your head, most things can't hit your head. The AI ain't that smart. It gets that smart in Karinsky, the Shadow of Karinsky, but it's not that smart off the rip.
Save the rare occasion of a mech that's toting a Guardian ECM. Those are rare, so you're less likely to run into them.
Your left arm on the Centurion, it holds no weapons. So your best bet is to lower the armor on that. So that way you can fit other things if you can. What I'll do is instead of a full SRM ammo, I'll do a half ammo. And then I'll put a heatsink down, so this has better cooling. I got 2 of these, which means it's got 80 rounds of AC-10. We don't need that heatsink over there, since there's really nothing over there to protect. So you want to put all your heatsinks on the parts that have your weapons. You don't want to defend areas as much that don't have anything in them. With your torso, your right torso, it's still also a part of your arm. So you can never forget that your torso is a part of your arm. Your torso goes, your arm goes. Your center torso goes, it's over. The left arm on the Centurion, it's basically a shield arm. You can lower the arm on that. Of course, after I finish working on these, I would recommend looking at them, just so that you can get an idea of what I've done to fix the problem that is them. Let's see here. Okay, what do I need to lower or up? No, you can't up something, because this mech has issues. So I don't really want to lower the armor too much. We'll lower an arm or something. How much of an arm would I have to lower? That's 10. Not doing that. What we'll do is we'll roll that to 15, and then that'll allow me to add 5 back here. There we go. I don't really like lowering arms, because ultimately the NPCs will attack your arms usually first. Most of the time, if you're fast enough, they're trying to attack your center torsos, like your right torso, your left torso, and your core. But if you're moving so fast, they miss and they hit your arms. So that's the reason why arms usually get taken out first. Also, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get that done. Alright, both of those are working, and they're no longer under tonnage, and they're working right. Alright, you can go ahead and queue up the next mission. Like, let's see here. Oh, you're up here in the thing. Makes sense, makes sense. It should be as easy as just talking to her. Oh no. She, it just brings me to the console. Did you go to options and drop it down to easy so that way you're not getting swarmed and, charged to death? That's the thing, like when you're starting out you really just, you want to get a feel for the game. Yeah, like if you look over, if you go into the actual Leopard, you can actually see me. Go ahead. Oh wait, if you're getting ready to drop, then I need to hop in. Let me go to console real quick. There it is, mission. Oh no, it gave me that, dude. That's fine. Alright, yeah, we'll run it. It looks iffy, but we can run it. I'm ready if you are.
I thought it would have given you, like, I didn't know how this works.
Yeah, it's something. So it, what's the word? It won't bring my mix with me. If it brought my mix with me, this would be a roll.
The only thing standing between us and this company's supplies is their leader, Anders Willman. Take him out, and we'll be able to get our salvage crews planetside. Willman's forces have mostly fled the area, but you should still expect some resistance.
So, while we're here, we'll just go over some very simple basics. Whenever you're fighting somebody, you're going to want to treat it like an actual firefight. So if you can use, you know, cover like this, and some mechs have jump jets like this one does, you can shoot over top and then back up. And then that'll, when they retaliate, you got your cover. That's how you kind of do cover here. At least in this game. And then of course, you know, if you have jump jets you can jump over things, but you always want to try and see if you can walk up even if you don't have jump jets, so that way you can get a better angle, because you can see I can climb all the way up here without jump jets. And if I have the higher ground, you know, most of the time that's better, but you don't really want to do it too terribly much. You're just doing it to kind of peek over things and to give yourself cover. Like when I have sniper mechs, I use them like that all the time. But me, I have jump jets, so you have to walk back down. If you jump back down, you might incur some leg damage. Yep. If you drop just about probably a light mech size, then it will be enough to cause it to take leg damage. I had you on speaker just so that way it could come through the mic, but it won't work that way. It's too low of a sound. Let's go back to Bluetooth. What'd you say? Oh, there you go. It took a minute. It finally worked. Alright, so locate and kill. So, see how I'm a light mech? I can't go through this wall? You as a medium mech, it's the same thing. The only ones that can go through that wall, I think, are 70 ton and above. Locate and kill suspected location. So this is a targeted kill mission. We're just looking for somebody. Every once in a while, we'll run across, like, canisters. They'll also help us out. Oh, Anders. So, although I can't walk through,
Not most of our goods. If you're looking to raid us, you're going to be sorely disappointed. And if you're looking to die, you have come to
I've made a hole in the wall. Ow, something shot me right off the bat. Oh, okay, so I don't think you'll be able to pull him as salvage, but if you could, dude, that would have been amazing, because I'm going to take his head off. Ideally, I will take his head off. See, like, they're not really hitting me. I got whiffed by you, but he's not. You don't want to get too close, he can punch you. There he goes. Ooh, that's a Phoenix Hawk down that way. Or, is that what it is? Yeah, Phoenix Hawk. So that Phoenix Hawk is toxic. Its left arm is its worst, is its biggest problem. If you take its left arm out, you're pretty good. That's where it usually houses like a large laser or something of value.
Yeah, it has a binary laser, I think.
Yeah, it's got a large short burst. So those short bursts are good for if you're looking for DPS and low heat consumption. Something's shooting at me. I might need to take that out. That thing's bothering me.
We'll begin the recovery procedure.
I don't think I can hit it from this range, though. You want to get his leg. If you can get one of his legs, that's when you're doing good. I think he's ignored me, for the most part. Nope, until I hit a wall. Yeah, he's trying to shoot at me with machine guns now. Oh, we both whiffed each other. There we go. He's done for. Once he loses his legs, he's nothing. He's nothing but an annoyance. So you want to aim for his leg if you're gonna salvage him, which I think that's what we got.
And we'll be able to get ourselves some of his much-needed resources. And hey, the inner sphere is a better
Something's
place
dropping
without
behind
him.
us.
Now let's get you all home. Head to the evac point.
You see that blue
I'm gonna go
pillar?
Yeah, the salvage, I was gonna go collect it.
Yeah, definitely do that. We just got a cicada. This thing is nothing to be afraid of. It's just like, it's essentially a light mech. We got a cicada and a flea. We can take these.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
Like, I've almost killed the cicada.
Cargo acquired.
So cicadas are just like a bigger Jenner, is really what they are. There's his leg gone, so now I can focus the flea without much bother. There is a turret. No, there's a scorpion over there shooting me. If you wouldn't mind taking that out. There goes his leg. He's done for. Something shooting at me again from behind. Dang. Dunked on it. Alright, we're going to take these turrets out. And that cicada was back here. I don't know if you have the salvage to get it, but... there we go. He's dead. It was one shot. These artillery turrets, that howitzer gun I just ran through, you want to break those as much as option. You want to break those as much as you can. Also, when you have like AI backing you up, you can use your lighter mechs to flee if you are like getting damage. If you start like losing components, usually with the Centurion, on the longer missions where you can get more money, after you lose your arm that is your shield arm, then you tend to pull out. You'll get some missions that says we have a chance for a big salvage bonus payout. That's when I would recommend that. See, the flea is the smallest you can get. The flea really is as small as you can get. I've not seen anything below 8. I think maybe once. and it was like 7 or 6, and it was a cord fleet. It just wasn't worth. So you can pick up the AC5s, pick both of those up, and then 3 of the AC2s, and then you just sell them all. And then you'll just use that eventually to buy a mech in the future. Of course, when you come back here, we lost neither of our components. I just hit R3 for me. I don't know what the button is for you, but there should be buttons highlighted at the bottom of when you're in your battle mech screen that has a repair all. You hit that button to repair them all, but you want to make sure none of your AI have lost components when you do that. Otherwise, you'll pop into a mission and you'll find out you're missing like your cannon. Kind of important.
Oh, it's not. It's not letting me repair our mechs.
Already repaired them. That's why. Yeah.
I'm gonna sell this locust if that's okay with you.
Sure, but what are you looking to get? Like, what's there to buy?
I could get a panther for you.
If you want, you can do that. The locust, I would probably keep usually, though. This is actually probably your best bet when it comes to a 30-ton. So, like, when you're trying to fit in more mechs, that locust actually does come into play, at least in the early game. After you move on to 200-ton missions, that's when you might want to get rid of your locust.
Silly me, I misspoke. I should have said javelin, but he should keep the locust as well because he doesn't have that many mechs.
Oh, they got a PPC here.
Yeah, for me, I actually, so, usually, when you want to really enjoy the game, you get, headshots. And to do headshots, you're probably going to want to run with large lasers, because they can actually headshot stuff. PPCs can do it, but it's rarer. They do more splash damage. They're the equivalent of just throwing an AC-20 on something and praying you hit your target. Whereas with lasers, they are like, I'm part of that big group over there, and people talk about it all the time. They use clan lasers because of Karin Sky, the Shadow of Karin Sky DLC, but even normal large lasers are pretty deadly to begin with. The best laser you can get is a, at least without the Shadow of Karin Sky, is the extra range large laser short burst. That thing is amazing. For one, it doesn't overheat because it's a short burst, or a binary, whatever you want to call it. I call it short burst because that's all it does. It does short bursts. It does less initial damage, but it does more damage over time. It shoots a lot faster. It does less damage for sure, but it shoots further. And when it comes to a head, you can pretty much kill somebody by melting off their armor from their skull. Like, I think most skulls only have about 20 points of armor, so regardless of if the large laser does 6 or 7, it's doing that in ticks. So yeah, it's not just a single hit, it's multiple hits that it's landing. That's why it's important to stay on target with lasers, so that way you can pop them. Like, I'll be able to show you when we start getting into decent lasers. Right now we got mediums, which is fine, but preferably you want pulse lasers and stuff like that. And pulses they're the ones that do the most burst damage. At least with medium lasers. Like, the best medium lasers are medium pulses.
Second.
Oh, we got a locust.
Sorry about that. My roommate had a question for me.
me.
You're good. Stuff happens. I saw you picked up a Locust. Do you have a pilot to run the Locust?
I do not.
You might want to grab one. Truthfully, I might run the Locust because I don't trust NPCs with stuff like that. They can have the javelin. When it's something super light, Does that Locust have machine guns? Let me check it real quick.
It's got 2 machine guns and 2 medium lasers.
Yes, that's the preferred version of the Locust. You don't want the one that just has like 2 medium lasers and that's it. That's not gonna do what it needs to do. Also, surprisingly enough, if you're into brawling, machine guns do a dang good job at being headshots.
Yeah, a lot of the times, and I'm sure you saw it, I like to like run up in there and get into it.
Yeah, brawling mechs, man, they're fun and all, but I'm more of a long-range fighter. Like, my favorite mech in this game is, like, to play, not particularly my favorite mech. My actual favorite mech is gonna be probably the Annihilator, the hero version.
I'm an Atlas man, honestly, myself.
I was, but, like, Atlas is the cereal box version of what an assault mech is. Like, if you looked at a cereal box and they came out with a cereal for this game specifically, an Atlas would be on it. So what's the word? So a Banshee, is a very crappy version of a Banshee, which is probably the first one you'll run across, and then there is a goated version of a Banshee. Banshees are like your 95 tons, and they're probably going to be the first thing that you get access to as far as an assault mech goes. Like an actual one, not a 70 or an 80 ton. You run across a crap ton of 80 tons. You just kind of crawl your way up. But with a Banshee, there's a crap version and then a decent one. It's like a smaller version of an Atlas. Like, just to be genuine. The normal Atlas, you can get, energies, energy weapons. I think it comes with like 2 missiles, and then you have your ballistic slot. And I usually run a UAC. No, I use a Gauss cannon on it to get headshots. My thing with like weapons is I don't use things that splash because I'm trying to salvage everything. This game is a lot more fun doing salvage than it is doing just flat money. Sometimes it makes sense to do flat money, but usually you want to do salvage.
But how do you know which mission to do money and which one to do
salvaging? Usually they hate you. Like, I think that's probably the best way I could explain it. Usually, to figure out the difference is when a faction you're dealing with hates you. Dragon's Gambit, it makes Steiner hate you. That's a good example of when you should probably just go with the money. So, it really is iffy. A lot of the time, it does burn back to experience. So, one of the biggest things that I can advise you off of experience is if you cannot get salvage above 10, you usually shouldn't be going with salvage, you should be going with money. If you're wanting to salvage, you're going to want to headshot as much stuff as you can or leg it. You do not want to core it. Coring is like a 20% chance, and if it explodes, it's a 10% chance. So like when it goes nuclear, that actually lowers the chance of you pulling that mech. When it doesn't go nuclear, it's 20%. So if you were to do the mission 10 times, 2 of those times you would have a chance at that mech. That's cord. Cord mechs are not worth the money that you get for them. Like the salvage that you use on them, it's not worth it. So when you pick the mech, you're just doing it to get that mech at a discount. So if it's a cord mech, 9 times out of 10, you're either settling for it, so that way you don't have to get equipment and sell the equipment, because you will have a slew of equipment by the time you finish with salvage. You have quite a bit of leftover equipment just hanging about, and so you no longer worry about losing components at all. Like, it's not even a worry. None of it is. Generally speaking, you also just kind of look through the market and find level 3 and up equipment to buy. So, and again, pulse lasers are better, you know, things like that. You just kind of get used to how the game runs.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you'll get some really favorite weapons over time.
I did have this Marauder with 2 binary lasers on it that oh my god.
Was it a Marauder 1 or a Marauder 2?
I don't know.
Did you get it from a story mission, or did you get it from just, you know, going
No,
about?
I think I bought it.
Yeah, that's most likely a Marauder 1. Marauder 2s don't start happening until just before Shadow of Karinsky happens. So whenever you do Dragon's Gambit, roughly around that time period, or a little bit after that time period, after you finish Dragon's Gambit, is when you'll have a chance at Marauder 2s. Just buying them. You have a chance at them whenever you start getting into 100-ton mechs. They are probably my favorite, actually, now that I think about it. Marauder 2s are my absolute favorite mech in this game. They also have a Wolf Dragoons color scheme, so if you ever find the Annihilator from the Wolf Dragoons, the hero one that I was talking about, my second favorite mech, you get the color scheme for the Marauder, you get it for the Longbow, and I think there's one other mech, but I don't know what it is. But it's a beautiful color scheme. It's basically Japanese Sakura Blossoms that are gold, and the Wolf Dragoons colors, which is black, gold, and red.
That sounds pretty dope, because the Wolf Dragoons are like my favorite faction in the BattleTech universe.
Yeah, I'm part of Clan Wolf, but only somewhat. Whoever pays more and whoever's more beneficial, I'll be their clan as well. That's what Wolf Dragoons is. They're also terrible scouts. They're all like, yeah, we'll just send them in with an Annihilator, you know, a longbow that's never been seen in years, and, you know, a couple other Annihilators, and it'll be fine. Nobody will, like, question why this is happening. Nobody will wonder. Like an Annihilator, a Marauder 2 that is extremely rare that nobody has access to yet. Freaking, I'm still trying to think of the other ones. Like, they lost access to those things when they first show up in, like, the books from what I was reading. They're all like, where'd you get, like, 3 Annihilators, a longbow that hasn't been seen since the days of McKenna, Colonel McKenna, or was it General McKenna? I can't remember. And how did you get a hold of a Marauder 2? We haven't seen this thing in years. Like, the only reason why the Inner Sphere gets access to those and starts producing them is because, like, the Wolf Dragoons, they lose some in missions. And they're like, oh, don't mind if I do. More particularly, Comstar steals them. And then sells them to the, what is it, the Great Houses. So what are we doing now?
Oh, we just gotta get up our reputation to continue the story, so we're going to take a contract. I do not like House Karita at all.
I do, but only parts of it. It is so fractured. Like, House Mark is fractured a lot. The second one that's fractured is House Karita. So, I like Theodore Karita. I do not like any of the other Karitas. That is it. That is the only one I like.
Yeah, I like House Davion and
yeah,
I like Rosselhog.
Yep.
I do not like Karita.
I don't
So
like.
Oh no, Jim, it's a cuss word.
Chips.
What I would recommend though, because you will be doing a DLC with them, is not
Yes, sirree, a cuss word it be.
their chips. You generally want to fight pirates. One of the hardest things to do is crawl back up your reputation. You want to be everybody's friend, so that way you can salvage no matter what. You ain't gotta like them, but you definitely want to be their friend. So, for me, like House Karita, it's just Theodore. Like the Conray or whatever it is, the dude that's over Theodore, he's a garbage can. He's literally the dumbest thing ever. One of his edicts is kill all mercenaries. Literally. You can't hire, like, House Karita is sworn against hiring mercenaries, and Theodore ignores that. That's the reason why when...
Yeah, we in Comstar's Cheerios.
I'm not going to ruin it for you. Just know Theodore Karita keeps you from being executed instantly. Yeah, he literally steps in and he keeps you from being executed instantly. I won't say by who, but somebody that is considered the most powerful faction in the game. Well, the richest at least. But definitely, it's okay to do like some missions against them, but you really want pirate missions. There should be a crap ton of pirate missions around us.
Not in this conflict zone, unfortunately. I can try to hop over to the next one.
Usually it's some of your beginner zones. I wish it could show me the map. I could actually tell you where it is, but without the map...
You can't see the map?
No, it really does kind of cripple me. Like, I got timeline in the news.
Yeah, most of the stuff around us is just House Davion, Independence.
Yeah, you want to be friends with Independence.
We want to go fight the Independence?
No, be friends. You want to be friends with everybody but pirates. Pirates are your main problem. Let me pull this up.
Okay, so you're talking about bandits and outlaws. Yeah, there are... Yeah, I don't...
Messing up House Leo.
I don't like them either.
Yeah, truthfully, you don't really run across a lot of reasons to not mess them up. There's probably like one where if you want to go to House Merrick, but the best place to be in House Merrick is deep in their territory. So, I mean, you can mess up House Liao. I don't really think of any mission that they do that matters. There's probably like one or two where you can get some nice stuff like a Marauder. But past that, I think that's all they really do. So you got industrial hubs. You got a big, massive one in the central area. If you go north, and then right after doing that and hitting the next industrial hub, and you go east, then that's the one that does the pirates. The glob that looks like got a V at the bottom. That and the one prior to that is usually the pirate area. And then after you graduate from these pirates, the next one, I think Reputation 6 one, is House Steiner. Of course, while we're in the early bits, you don't want to particularly waste too much time. You want to kind of build up your reputation as much as possible. What I would recommend is you already got your second pilot. Wait, yeah, you do have your second pilot. What happened to the Jenner?
Oh, this ought to be good.
Oh.
Yeah, when you get that second pilot, the one that I just used, he runs a Jenner. Did you sell it?
I think I might have accidentally.
Yeah, you might have wanted to keep that. You want to keep as much mechs as you can at first, because like you saw before, it was a 180-ton mission, and we could only field like 80. Like, your beginning mechs are the most important things to you, because you want to be able to field a full lance.
None of these missions are against pirates.
I wish I could actually
Like,
see.
none of them. It's all House Karita, Oh. Okay, there we go.
You
There
found
we go.
should be it. I wouldn't recommend a multi-mission because we don't have enough mechs, but that's what you're trying to work up to. If you get a lance and then you get a second lance, you can run multi-missions. Because while the first lance is repairing, your second lance is ready to do the next mission, and then you just kind of repeat. While you're repairing your first lance, your second lance will handle the second mission, and then your first lance is usually, hopefully, repaired enough that you can do the third mission.
Here we go.
Alright, thank goodness that we have this on easy, because you just lost $86,000. I think that's equivalent to like an extra jump. It's not really that much, but it's enough to add to the problems.
This next mission, I would recommend raising the brightness of your screen.
Okay, do you want the Locust and have him take the Javelin?
Yeah, that would be the best thing for it, because if I do it... Yeah, thank you. He'll probably get killed, if I'm being honest. It's just something where I don't trust him with it. Me, I'm a player.
Do you think we'll need to field him then, or?
Huh? What'd you say?
Do you think we'll even need to field him?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to field as much as you can while you can. Look at it. It says 160 and we're at 100. We're definitely outgunned. I can see that you finally got 15 salvage points. That's good. We could actually do something now. But I've readied up.
The first run, the new blood got killed by a headshot from the Hunchback.
Each one of those ticks for like 6, so that's enough to cut through your chest armor.
Find them and put them down for good.
Oh yeah, like I
We'll be on
said,
standby to evac once the job is done.
like I said, that is
I'm
a
showing
good
nothing on scopes that can be
Hunchback.
identified as our targets. We'll have to move on to the next nav point.
There we go.
IFF readings are showing all targets at this location, Commander. Approach with caution.
See, now he's nothing. He doesn't matter. Oh, something's shooting me with a large laser.
New target, Centurion. Target acquired.
What is that behind me? Oh, that's him. Yeah, he's pretty much dead. Let's see here. What is this?
Javelin. New target, Locust. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Last time I headshot that locust, so I can't guarantee you that one now. Too fast. I'm killing too fast. Sometimes you're just too quick for your own good. You want his left arm. It's the only thing that's dangerous on that guy. Where's that enemy?
Target destroyed.
I think that thing shot me, unfortunately.
New target, Hunchback. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Trying to take out all these turrets. That's what's really being the problem for all of us. Is, you know, they don't do much at first, but over time, man, they, 4 of them shooting you.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Damn, this thing's fast. Alright, let's turrets down. Alright, you don't want to get too close to any of that.
Dropship, drop
Alright, back up as much as you can. I'm shooting the hunchback from behind. He just turned to face me, unfortunately.
You're wasting armor here. Check your fire.
Daggum, dude, this thing's tough. I can't see anything, unfortunately. I got his shoulder out. His shoulder's gone. Alright, I can take the hunchback from here. Focus the Centurion. I'll take care of the hunchback.
I got 2 javelins on me.
Alright, I'll switch.
He'll be scrappy no time.
Alright, I overheated.
You're fine. I'm moving on to the javelin. He's done for. He somehow overheated himself. What a genius. And he should be going down soon. Anytime now. And he's done. Alright, I'm moving back onto the, I'm gonna have to take that. Yeah, turret's nothing. Yeah, focus the Centurion so he doesn't stop me from headshotting the hunchback.
Target Alpha has been neutralized.
Good. I'm working on the hunchback's skull now. Oop, he might kill me. Hoping he won't, but he might. Get that arm off. Ah, he got my gun.
Hang on, I'm coming to assist.
There. Okay, let me try to... I got him from here, I think. I got him from here. I got it. Whoa. Focus on everything else. I got him. Oop.
This is it.
I have all targets showing up as
Was that a
KIA on
headshot?
the scopes.
I hope that was
Great
it.
work. Now let's pack it in before their friends arrive.
Yep, they took my
Alright, let's get
guns.
out of here.
Yeah, they took my guns. Time to leave. So many turrets, man. Hopefully we pull that hunchback. I don't know if it's weak enough though. I took a crazy amount of damage trying to... I was fighting a lot of stuff that was way higher up the chain than I was. Carved the legs off of like 3 javelins. Yeah, there's a javelin, and yeah, no, it must have been a core. Well, you can pick up a javelin and get an AC5 and an SRM6. Oh, and a LRM ammo, which nobody really worries about LRM ammo.
Well, I know some of the Cantina contracts. Do you ever do those?
Oh yeah, I do a lot of them. I don't do enough of them, but I usually do kill so many tanks or VTOLs or something of that nature.
This is where I should have advised him to get Cantina missions.
I do believe you need machine guns.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm missing machine gun ammo and machines. Ayo.
Alright, and then we got a javelin. So yeah, now we can field at least 4 mechs.
Let's pop over to this industrial hub.
Yep.
And I can...
Oh, when you
Take a
repair, be sure to do it only at industrial hubs.
Another binary laser. You said machine guns?
Yep. Be careful what you're buying, you're right at $1 million. Well, $1.5 million, but... Yeah, you need machine guns, you're...
Do you need machine gun ammo?
Yep, I need a half ton, I think. Alright. Good work on that. Yeah, definitely be careful with like your beginning money, because you've went from like 5 million to 1.8 right now. You do have a lance now, so you can take harder missions, but just keep that in mind.
So I should hire another pilot.
Yep, hire another pilot. Sell some of your equipment that you're not using. The stuff that has nothing to do with any of the weapons we're using. Right now we're using SRM6s, we're using machine guns, AC-10, and I think that's pretty much it. Medium lasers, but I mean, you never really part with too many medium lasers. Those AC-2s and AC-5s we pick up, you should probably offload them. They're not of use. They're usually not of use ever. There's a UAC-5. That's the only thing in that kind of area that's useful. Anything that can be an AC-2 is better off being in a machine gun. I remember, I think a Jaeger mech uses it. It's like I think it's somewhere between an assault and a heavy. I think it's 65 tons, and it's better with a bunch of machine guns than it is with a crap ton of AC-2s. I don't know why anyone would use a bunch of AC-2s on that when you could just make it a machine gun boat.
We're gonna do a quick travel real quick.
Yep. Everywhere.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, everywhere we travel, it's yeah, you've made 2.2 now. Everywhere we travel, it does cost 100,000 to move, but it is still definitely where you want to only repair at hubs unless you're doing a multi-mission. If you're doing multi-missions, 9 times out of 10 you can afford to repair during the multi-mission.
I'm not even gonna go over there and look at that. Okay. So let's go back into the conflict zone.
Yep. Also, whenever you pay your bills, it re-rolls the area. So if you leave it and you go to an industrial hub and you end up paying bills, there'll be new missions there when you return. Now, if you stay and then you get your bills, it's the same.
Would you look at that? We get to fight
The ARG.
Yay. That is actually the best person to fight. You want to bring up your House Davian rank to number 5 by fighting pirates and doing multi-missions against pirates.
And then, when you have a lance of all 50 tons, you want to move over to Steiner's northwest. So what you end up doing is you save up, I guess, about 10, 20 million, and then you move over to House Steiner's area.
Which is easy. You store everything that you have, and then you jump to northwest, the uppermost northwest of the map, and Steiner's location, and I think it's Reputation 6. So whenever we get Merc rank 6, then we'll be good to do that. It will take some time to get to Merc rank 6, though. The story missions you don't really worry about.
Number of buildings taken out. Intel provided by them can only give the general area they're located
So we're not
at.
going to do the story
You'll have to
missions?
recon the precise
Not really,
objectives
no.
on site.
We tend to ignore those.
This area is heavily guarded, so watch out for hostile reinforcements.
The DLC missions are forced, so it'll tell you you have so much time to do this DLC mission or this DLC mission, and because of that, you have to spend the majority of your time getting your rank up for those missions so you can maximize your profit out of them. The first one's going to be the Kestrel Lancers DLC. You're going to want to max out your Davian rank for that. Of course, it makes an enemy of House Liao, but no one really cares about House Liao. House Liao is, I think, China, and they get picked on by everybody, so I don't know what else to say. They get picked on by everyone. Do you remember what our share amount is, like the salvage shares? How many you got?
I couldn't get anything over 10, so I just went flat money.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, like what I said, 9 times out of 10, you won't be really able to pull much of anything in that case. He should be about legs, so he can't run. Yeah, he's done. light mechs, when they lose their leg, they're no longer useful. Like, they're fish in a barrel.
New target, Urban Mech.
Yeah, his arm is deadly. Watch out. He's got an AC-20 on his arm. I think maybe core him, but there, I got his arm. That's what.
We just pooped on that man.
That is a Urbly. They are slower than death. They're the slowest mech in the game, right by the Annihilator. There's a joke that says 3 Urbies in a trench coat, and that's an Annihilator. Has about the same weaponry, to be honest. 3 radio towers, okay.
I think urban mechs are ugly as sin, and I do not like them.
I think most people, yeah, they're a meme. That's pretty much what they are. They're essentially a trash can. They're the Tesla truck of Battletech. That's essentially what they are. Oh, by the way, water towers, if you're overheating, you can actually use a water tower to keep yourself from overheating. And also tap fire your stuff so you don't overheat. Lasers are going to have more heat than a cannon will, so your AC-10, you can keep using it. And then missiles actually have quite a bit of heat as well, so they have less than your lasers, so that's something to keep in mind. Well, got a spider, dude. Those are actually worth a ton if you sell them. They're usually like somewhere around 2 mil in selling for just about anybody. Let's get them legs. Give me them legs. Give me your legs. Huh? There's his leg.
Enemy mech down.
He's dead. Alright, we got a light thing over here.
Target eliminated.
Oh, I'll go ahead and pick up this
Nearly
salvage
there,
first.
Commander. Approach the hidden object to pick it up.
I mean, the one good thing about this mech is it flies. Yeah, go for its shoulder. There it is. This thing's pretty much useless now. It has no real threat that it can apply. Yeah, you ain't... No, he ejected. I was about to say, like, you ain't leaving, bro. Get back here. So when they eject, you lose all chances of getting that mech, unfortunately. It's a sad thing to see.
Correction, it's next to all.
Trying to make sure I don't run into an explosive pipe. One thing this is prone to doing. Just walk through it at this point.
Enemy transport touching down.
Oh, we got enemies inbound.
Destroyed. We're inbound on marked evac point. Get here as quickly as you can, Commander.
Alright, we need to head to the evac point because if they drop in, the Leopard will give us cover to kill them. Always kill those. A lot of the time,
I think it's hysterical how much faster you are than me.
I'm only running at like, 120. We got an ally hanging back for some reason.
Yeah, that was, he was part of the planetary guard or whatever.
No, that's one of our javelins. He's caught on something. I can't switch. It's okay. We'll go ahead and
Window
leave.
for extraction is closing. Let's get out of here.
You picked up a level 2 streams SRM6?
No, it's Artemis. If you have an Artemis stream, you have to have special ammo for it.
Alright, my fellow Mech Warriors, if you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you subscribe, be sure to hit the notification bell so we can get this out and help out more people. As always, I thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wondrous day. Bye.